All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mukak. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching us this word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to the elect, Lord willing, we're some of those men and women who believe in fear in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and are waiting for salvation patiently. Hey, I'm a brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. And this lesson was inspired by an excerpt from today's live street preaching from the apostles and a bishop elder, Sakaran, right? The apostle Tahar, apostle Gabar, and bishop elder Sakaran. And something that I found, again, just going to the ChatGPT and asking a particular question, right? And this backs up what you're about to hear Apostle Tahar say, as well as Apostle Gabar go into. You're about to hear it. GMS, Great Millstone, is the premier group. Most people don't like to hear that. Most people get upset and they get frustrated to hear that. Oh, you only have you say you got 100% truth. Prove it to me. You say you got 100% truth. Nobody has 100% truth. But that's a falsehood, because there is a group out there. There is men that are after the Lord's heart. And that is the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone and the brothers on down and our affiliates, right? Who never shun to declare the whole truth of the Bible to you, to everybody, right? And we're not taking no bribes. We're not taking nobody's respect of person. No, we just giving you the truth like it is written, because that's our job, right? And we go out there and we preach and prophesy, especially when it comes to the MOTB. So I think I might title this lesson, GMS is the premier group when it comes to the MOTB, or something to something that matter. I'll kind of make it short so you can check it out, because the information that you're about to hear is heavy information. So without any further ado, let me play this real quick.
You got a little bit from the IUIC, a little bit from the ISUBK, a little bit from the GMS, maybe a little bit from the Shikari. Then you mix it all together, you came up with your own bullshit.
A lot of these guys, they're going to be exposed when the YouTube ministry is, they're going to be exposed.
All of them guys, none of them believe in a microchip or being a mark of the beast. The only ones outside of GMS, that's a premier group that teaches it. There's a Shikari and Genesis. Where did Shikari and Genesis come from? They all came up under us. That's why they're the only other group, other two groups out of GMS that teach at the new moon, the Sabbath is based upon the new moon. And they call on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know? And we do so in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
We're not trying to... Yeah. We're not trying to... We're not trying to make a career out of this, man. We're only doing this for a certain period of time.
Yeah, we were looking to get a reward from Yahweh, not from the Illuminati.
See, a lot of these...
We don't want nothing from the Illuminati.
That's right. A lot of these individuals out there think that this is a career, that we're going to be doing this for 10 years, 20 years. No, man. This is only a period of time we're doing this.
Well, somebody said, I ain't going to mention no names.
Right. And so as you heard the apostles go into, you know, we ain't taking no bribes. We ain't taking nothing from the Illuminati. We don't want nothing from y'all. Right? We want our reward from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And so in order to receive that reward, you have to tell the truth. Right? So real quick, this is the book of Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. In the NLT it says, and I will give you shepherds after my own heart, who will guide you with knowledge and understanding. Right? And that's what the apostles, starting off with the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone, that's what they have done, they are doing, and will continue to do. We're all doing that. Right? But these are the lead shepherds. Right? We feeding you with knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the truth. Right? And the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is an extreme prophecy. It's like one of the last prophecies to have to happen for us to get the fuck up out of here. Right? And it's fastly approaching in this technocracy that's looming right in front of us and being formed right in front of us. Okay? And you got some groups out there that speak against that. They say it's something else than what it's supposed to be. And like Elder Apostle Tahar has said in his lesson, He said, that's heresy, right? You got a lot of heretic Israelite groups out there. And if the Spirit of the Lord ain't working with you, you won't be able to discern who is who. But if the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with you, you're going to find out that the men of Great Millstone have been giving you nothing but the truth. So help us, Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? Let me get another precept. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 18. Romans chapter 10, verse 18. It says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Right? And that sound was via the YouTube, the World Wide Web. It says in the NLT, but I ask, have the people of Israel actually heard the message? Yes, they have. The message has gone throughout the earth, and the words to all the world. But I ask, did the people of Israel understand? Yes, they did. For even in the time of Moses, the Most High said, I will arouse your jealousy through a people who are not even a nation. I will provoke your anger through the foolish Gentiles. And that was us, right? We were that foolish nation, right? We were those Gentiles at one point. We were in a Gentile state of mind. And Israel have heard this message. It has went out into the world. So much so that when you ask ChatGPT particular questions, ChatGPT give you a specific answer, right? And you're about to see it right now. So I went to ChatGPT and I asked the question, which Hebrew Israelite group goes into the mark of the beast the most? Which group primarily says it's the RFID microchip? And it says, among Israelite groups, the Israelite Church of God and Jesus Christ, ICGJC, and various One West influence camps are known for teaching extensively on the mark of the beast, often interpreting it as the RFID microchip. The group that is most vocal and consistent, see, that's what it's about, because you got people like Nate, IUIC, they're inconsistent when it comes to the mark of the beast. It's always ever changing with them, right? They'll say it's an embargo. Then they'll say it's sin in all its forms. Then they'll say it's a picture of Jesus Christ. Then they'll say it's a philosophy. It's everything but the RFID microchip according to IUIC. So they're inconsistent. When you go to the ISUPK, these dudes say it's sleeping with the white woman. It's a philosophy. It's Christianity. HOI do the same thing. What's his name? Zabak knows about the MOTB, but he can't see it all the way. That's why that dude, Chief Ephraim, had such an issue with accepting it. He said he believed it's a bunch of other things and a chip as well. So he's not consistent. They're not consistent. The only consistent group, right, in regards to being most vocal about the mark of the beast, the group that is the most vocal and consistent about the RFID microchip, especially being the mark of the beast, is Great Millstone, GMS. Here's a breakdown. GMS, Great Millstone, is widely recognized for heavily teaching the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, mentioned in Revelation 13, 16 through 18. They have many online videos, street teaching, and breakdowns that go deep into prophecy, especially end times, right? Because that's what this is about. The Lord said, what? Speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, and write them in a book for their what? Faithful and true. It says GMS teaches that the global push toward digital currency, biometrics, and implanted chips is a precursor to the prophecy being fulfilled. They often rebuke other camps that don't teach this interpretation. It says, claiming it's essential to understanding end time prophecy correctly. And when it said that, I saw Apostle Gabar's face, because he's always speaking about us speaking his word correctly, right? When you call yourself a prophet, or you assert yourself as a prophet, you got to be speaking correctly, like the scripture says, rightfully dividing the word of truth. A workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. It says, other camps, IUIC, Israelite United in Christ, does not teach that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. They tend to interpret the mark more symbolically, like philosophies or actions. ISUPK and GOCC, Gathering Christ Church, may touch on a mark of the beast, but are less emphatic about the RFID interpretation. HOI, House of Israel, and Sakari might reference it, but GMS remains the most consistent vocal on the RFID angle. In summary, Great Millstone is the Hebrew Israelite camp most known for teaching that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, and they emphasize this doctrine heavily in their prophetic teachings. And that's a mouthful. That says a mouthful, right? Because this is what it's all about. It's all about telling the truth, the 100% truth. All right? And like Elder Apostle Tahar said, Great Millstone is the premier group, especially when it comes to prophecy, the true breakdown of the scriptures, giving you the true understanding, giving you the whole picture, giving you the whole plate, not some with some sweets or some with some bitter, the whole thing, the bitter and the sweet, right? Telling you the truth. So I just wanted to share this. I tried to share it on the comment board, but I don't think nobody saw it. There's so many comments going up. So, but I saw this and I thought it was important to share. So with that, I'm going to say shalom and on to the next.